up? What's happening? 222 on the timer. I am always in sync. I just jumped in the truck and just went live, man. And it's time. What can I say? I'm a chosen one. I'm seeing angel numbers everywhere. It's almost like a second language to me. Shout out to my new and old school subscribers in my TikTok. Face salute. What's up? What's happening? Chosen ones, I got a, message for you guys tonight. I know it's the middle of the night. You guys understand that's my thing now. I'm a night shift guy. And not night shift as in I work that time. I'm just wanting to be up at night. For some reason, I am drawn to the night right now. I'm not sure why. But I don't fight it. I just go with the flow. So this message is primarily being brought to you because the Jezebel is just out here and out of control. And women are dealing with the Jezebel just as well as men. So, we can talk about this as a community. And if whatever I say true, 9 times out of 10, you have Jezebel tendency or you're a full-out Jezzy. What I say shouldn't trigger or bother anything because, you're a woman and this doesn't apply. But I'm just going to talk about how Jezebel tried to get in your head. See, excuse me. They don't want me to get this out. You guys smash that like button. Jezebel like what you say. If you're a truth teller and you're exposing Jezzy, then she's going to try to find a way to shut you up. And the Jezebel knows her strength is in her words, her mouth. So Jezebel uses her mouth to try to destroy you. It's not going to be a long message. It's the middle of the night. I got some reaction videos to do, but I just want to talk about how she moves. So a little time, right? You guys know that women hit me up all the time, and I'm chatting up women and stuff like that online. 222 on the timer as I say this. But some women are moving with ill intent. Some women move with intentions of trying to knock you off your square, right? Like some women are moving with the intentions of trying to find a way to get you to lower your defenses so they can say some things that'll, trigger you or cause doubt on your mind. So allow me an example, right? So a lot of women will try to trauma bond initially with me because they're used to doing that and then their ex for everything and boo, right? But sometimes what'll happen is I'll attract like a whole Jezebel, and that Jezebel really will use a trauma bonding as a way to try to get me to lower my defenses so she can go ahead and drop a whole BS. You guys smash that like button. So as she's out here trying to mentally manipulate me through trying to bond with and all this trauma bonding and stuff like this, I'm paying attention to the words that she chooses to use, and I'm also paying attention to how the Jezebel is responding to the things that I say. I'm really triggering her for no good reason. Then I know that this woman has come in with the intention of trying to check me. She's trying to put me in my place. Story time. I have this, female friends and some women I'm trying to talk to, but this is like a female friend, a friend of a friend. She's on TikTok, social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube a little bit. But you never know who's watching you. She never even hinted around to the fact that she watches my content. But I happened to just having a conversation with her on like Instagram or with Snapchat. I can't remember. One of those where we can have a conversation, audio conversation. She was speaking to me, maybe it was Facebook. While she was speaking to me, it just seemed like she was not checking everything that I said, but she had a counter to everything I said. Like, okay, for example, let's say that, I'm going to the gym right now. I'm taking bodybuilding serious. I'm working on myself, right? Well, what this Jezebel would do would say something like, oh, you're taking yourself too serious, or what was she? you're obsessed with your body. Like you're obsessed with your body. Right? Shouldn't make no never mind to her what I'm doing with my body. Who am I supposed to be obsessed with if I'm not obsessed with my body? Now, this is where I go into the whole difference between passion and obsession. When someone has a positive light and look at you as an inspiration and motivation, they'll say you're passionate. But when somebody uses the word obsession, that's a negative connotation to it. So when they choose to use these words, don't let it just slide by. We're all adults and we can choose to use whatever words we want to. But if you want to use words with connotation, so here's the thing about it. When someone's studying you and don't really have nothing to say about you behind your back, they will slip up and say some of these things to you to your face. They can't help themselves. They don't even know they're doing it. Listening to them and they're talking to you and they're da 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 da, and you're just like, why do you use the word obsessed with my body? Why wouldn't you say, it seems like you're very passionate about your bodybuilding, or your fitness or whatever. See, if a woman has respect for you, she's going to speak to you in a respectful way, the same way she would her boss, her manager, or anyone that she has or needs to respect. When she has no respect, she'll say things like that. Like, oh yeah, you seem like you're obsessed with your body. Or like, for example, you guys know that I'm always advocating for healing. And here's the thing about it. Some people don't like the fact that I cut people off. Like, and if you're I'll cut you off. I don't really have a great relationship with you and I'm going through my healing process, I'll lean back and lean away from it. So that ends up, kind of seeming like I'm cutting off a lot of family. Some people don't like, people that cut off family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I'm speaking to her about, I had to go through my healing process and I didn't really feel like I had much support or whatever, this person decides to say, I went through the same similar thing. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going through a divorce, but I didn't cut my family off. My family were there for me. After a few months, family, I was healed up, good to go, on my way. You never really asked that person what her story was. And her story is complete counter to your story. There's nothing relatable about that. It took me a year to heal on my own, and this person's talking about sticking with the family and only needing a couple months. So what that tells me is this idiot's running around comparing herself to me and thinking that she has healed herself up quicker than knowing that she's showing me her scars by trying to one-up me. This is what a person is doing when she's not around me. She's telling people, oh, I've healed quicker than this person who's online talking. See, this is what they do. They have to, and it's not just a Jezebel spirit on a woman. It could be a envious dude doing the same thing as well. They got to make them feel better about themselves. See, you are the blueprint. You have people watching you and you don't even know it, studying you and into what you do and how you move. And then if they don't have it in them to do it, then they'll try to make it seem like they're a level above you by, I didn't even need a year or whatever. It's a couple months, hang out with the family. I don't need to cut no one off in the family because, I get along with everybody. Well, who cares who you get along with? Right? Brought this up to me. I'm just telling you my, situation, my story. For a person, see, what happens is when that Jezzy tells you, like what she told me was, oh, I watch your cousin, we have a similar life or a similar story, and then her story is complete counter to yours. No, you're just studying my story and you really don't too much care for it. Why would you tell me it only took you a few months to heal? That don't make any sense. You really didn't heal if you only took a few months. It take you a few months to start getting your mind wrapped around the situation. And then listen to her talk about her relationship with her ex-husband and the kind of situation she was speaking of. She's not healed from it. It really seemed like she really cared for the dude in the situation. So her speaking in the way that it does, it kind of makes sense because she wasn't even there in the right kind of way. And again, she didn't want to speak too much about her situation because she knows that I'll pick up on her loopholes or consistencies and stuff. So they keep it very vague or whatnot. And the husband's the major problem, but I'm saying all that to say this, like, she obviously just wanted to check me. She obviously just needed to let me know that she doesn't agree with the healing process taking a long time and separating yourself from family, friends, whatever you need to, so that you can put your energy all into yourself, trying to, spread yourself out thin, trying to show everybody around you you're okay, like that, right? She just wanted to go against it. And then what it does is, when this is like a friend of the family or whatnot or whatever, what this does is it kind of lets you kind of get a good grasp of what kind of conversations might be being had about you in your absence with family members. You know what I'm saying? If this person's someone that knows your family, or this person's a relative of your relative, you know what I'm saying? And this person might just have a whole problem with you, and not just this person, the other people this person's interacting with. And that person let the bean slip. They kind of like let it slip out because their animosity towards you, they can't, if you're online, you have no idea. If you're online, you got motion and you're doing your own thing and you're minding your own business, you have no idea how to watch you. You have no, and they're not going to tell you, and they're not going to tell you because they're watching you. There's no reason not to tell somebody you're not watching, or you're watching them. Why would you keep that from somebody? So you can surprise, I've been watching you for years, and I just want to let you know now that I've been quietly supporting you. No, that person needs to know you're supporting them at all times, and that person that's watching them knows that. So if they're not sure they're supporting you, you don't you. That's called hate watching you. They don't bring it up to you because when they're watching you, they ain't got nothing positive to think or say about you. It's to figure it out. But these people think they're so smart. And it's not, I don't even think that they think that they're, I don't even think that they want to conceal it from you that they have a problem with you. I think they want you to kind of figure it out, but they just don't want to say it directly because they don't want to come off like a hater. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, when these Jezebel type spirits try to find a way into your inner circle so that you're communicating with them, and then they're just dropping these little subtle, lines here. Don't let that stuff slide. Don't argue with them. Don't engage. Don't respond, because that's the whole point. To say something to try to get under your skin from studying you, because again, if I'm all about doing a full proper healing process, just like properly working out, right? You have to start off with lighter weights and probably doing calisthenics and work your way up gradually, getting your sleep right. It's the same thing when it comes to healing. I don't know anyone, and you guys in the comment section, I want to be proved wrong. Let me know anyone that you know that is healed within a couple of few months, as if a new person. While interacting with the same people that they were interacting with while they were the person or in the situation that caused for them to need healing. I'd like to know, because I don't think that you're really dedicating yourself to the healing if you're still interacting with people and in the same situation around people that you were when you were with the other person. You have to separate yourself from it and everyone involved, and in my opinion, in a way, and learn how to be on your own, because a lot of people don't know how to be on their own. So when they're claiming that they didn't need to separate themselves, isolate, or go loner for a while, monk mode, work on whatever traumas or issues that allowed them to be in a relationship for however long that they were without figuring this out sooner, notice flags, or being a better person. What you did was you went from having that one person as a crutch to your family being a crutch. You didn't really take the time to really heal yourself by yourself, you know what I'm saying, to root that dark night of the soul. You kind of skipped that, and you had people around you to comfort you and make you feel better while you're going through it. That's not going to really help you. So while she was shading me, trying to think, I was around my family, and I need, isolate myself. No, that's the conversation that you're having with my family members about me separating myself from everyone else, because this is what I felt like I needed to do. And you need to let me know how you feel. And if you knew that, I just really don't care. But what I am doing is find out who's my enemies, who's my real allies. And this is what I do with people. And I think like halfway through talking to me, people realize I'm reading them. Then they don't want to talk to me at all for the rest of the conversation. No, 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 no. Reading you the whole time. You just think because I'm putting information out there that you've caught me in a way, or you think I'm silly and goofy and slow, or no, I'm just like kind of luring. I'm kind of like throwing bait out there to you, right? And you're catching the bait, like you're biting the bait. Because if you were, moving with good intentions, you wouldn't really have those ways of framing things when you speak to me. You would want to make sure that you don't say the wrong thing to come off the wrong kind of way. But with people that need to check you, whenever they get an opportunity to speak to you, they're throwing every jab they can in there to make up for old time, right? This woman, everything I said, she had a counter to it. Everything. Why would I think that this woman in any kind of way has any respect for me when she has something slick, like I say something like anything to do with like building up my business on my own? No, I would, I would work with other people and my family and just all kind of just, opposite of whatever I'm doing, which, why am I talking to you? See, between me and other people, I don't care. Family, friend of family, distant family, friend, just straight up friends of years or whatever. If you are speaking counter to whatever I don't need that in my life. I don't need for you to feel like it's your job to give me some counter to whatever I'm doing when I'm not doing anything to hurt anyone. I'm minding my own business. Again, it reverts back to this paying attention to the same woman who has said before that you might be a little up your body and try to play it off like a joke, when I knew it wasn't a joke then. So when this stuff starts rolling off her tongue, I know that she's speaking a certain way now. Now, there's eyes to it, right? They slip up all the time. They speak, they say much because they just got this, they're so used to getting things off their chest and disguising it as criticism or disguising it as just their counter opinion, thinking about it and putting two and two together. And knowing woman and female, not woman, but female nature, which is petty. You know what I'm saying? Always got to get that lick back and takes everything personal. They have nothing to do with the person, but they'll take what you say personal. So what they got to attack the messenger, shut you up, or tell you about yourself. So when you know the nature of this creature, once you identify her as a Jezebel and not a lady, you know what I'm saying? There's no, anything will come out of your mouth. And it's going to some kind of way have some underlying shade to it because you can't help yourself, right? Me, a woman that doesn't control her mouth is like a man that doesn't control his fists. That's their weapon. That's the weapon that God gave them. And when you have a woman that don't know how to control it and shut up, it's like a man that don't know how to keep his hands to himself. That's the way I look at it. She's very dangerous. She's disrespectful, and you got to get away from her, right? So, people don't like talking to me sometimes because no matter how goofy I'm talking and we're up, I am listening to what they're saying. And a lot of people, when they let their guard down a little bit, their true intentions and nature will show. And if you're paying attention, you can piece things together and know a hater that's trying to come off like they're not. Like, no, from the one comment about, I'm too into my own body. Well, I wouldn't take it to offense if the person saying it was into me or as good a shape as me or goes to the gym and talks about their nutrition like I do. When it's a couple people that are clearly out of shape saying it, well, you're obviously projecting onto me because you don't like the fact that I'm willing to put the hard work into doing what's to get where I want to be at. You don't want to do it, but you want to feel like you're still doing good, so it bothers you. That's not my problem. That's not my fault. But I can see this kind of stuff. So, and I got somebody that, anyone says that, like, you know what I mean? And people like to try to kind of hide what they're speaking about you behind your back and try to make it seem like others are saying it too. That's something else that people will do. That reminds me of like a tarot reader saying things like, in videos, what other people think of you. Who cares? Who cares? Why would I give a crap the perspective of someone else? Why would I care of someone else's interpretation of me? They're looking at me through a lens of probably childhood trauma, adult traumas, horrible relationships projected onto me, thinking that it's intuition or what they think I might be. Why would I listen to it? I'm going to. But I know how the world works. I know human psychology. I know this. So when I'm speaking to people, I know a person that, see, there's also people that like you, and they want to be around you and in your presence. So they'll sometimes come across a little bit weird, but they have good intentions. Like, this might come across like someone who, while you're talking to them, they feel like they have to drop words of wisdom on while you're talking to them, and it ain't even that serious, right? You're just trying to have, this person is trying to create value in your life because they know you're the kind of person that don't just have BS friends. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? But that's a difference, because even while they're doing that, like, drop wisdom on you, they're doing it in a respectful way. A person with ill intentions is going to move like that female I was talking about. Every day, she has a counter to it. She can't let nothing go, because everything you're saying is things that she's already watched you say similar to on your channel or whatever you're posting, and she's frustrated and irritated. She's ready to let you know about yourself from any given. That's what you got to watch them. And when she drops a couple different things, like you say one thing, she has a counter, two things. You don't need to go 3 times a lady. You don't need, she's already showed you she's trying to check you. She's already showed you like a couple things, and she done had the complete opposite journey or the complete opposite conclusion. And you're like, why are you telling me? If we took 2 different paths somewhere, and I'm proud of the path I take, and I'm trying to teach about taking the proper path I believe to be the proper path, and you think the opposite of that, hang out with family and only take a couple months to heal and call yourself good to go, we hear that. Why would I respect it? That's a complete opposite of what I believe in. Why are you me this? Because you need me to hear your opposing opinion of whatever I'm saying. And then you want me to believe that it's coming from a place of only thought and criticism, when it could come from a place of you don't like you said earlier, the fact that I work out too much. But you can't say that to me directly. What you can do is criticize my journey and hide your real malice and how I'm about my, fitness and my skincare and things of that nature. And you as a woman should be more on it, but you're not worried about that. You got to find a way to disguise that and call it something else. So what I believe to be a third way to counter everything I'm saying about my healing journey could really be you disguising your anger towards me for making you feel insecure for how much I am involved with my fitness and my nutrition. That's how I think. And it's not with everybody and everything, but I can recognize a hater speak. It's the way there's no respect in what you say. It's about trying to counter me, check me without being noticed. Right? Because I'm going to tell you something. When you are a supporter of someone, you let it be known you're a supporter. You can't support no one in silence. If you're silently supporting someone, then you're a hater. I have my cousin who's making his own content. He forwards my videos, things. I get supported by him. I don't need him jumping in my comments, leaving a comment. If you don't leave no comment, you don't let me know you're watching nothing, you're not sharing me on other platforms, let me know that you're doing it, then how are you supporting me? But you're watching me, you're me. See, people talk too much, and I piece things together. The chick said, yeah, I be watching your channel, and I'm like, oh, you never told me you watch my YouTube channel. I know you watch some TikTok, but I know you watch my YouTube, right? And most videos are about leftover women who happen to be single mothers, who this one happens to be, right? So you never know what woman finds you attractive. See, my thing about it is, if a woman don't tell me she finds me attractive, I don't assume it. Right? So I'm speaking to this woman as if she's not a woman that finds me attractive. She could find me attractive. But if I'm talking like I don't date single mothers, and she don't the understanding of having general boundaries, but there's always exceptions to the rule. Like if there was a super phenomenal woman, you think I'm gonna pass her over because she has a kid already and I have one? That doesn't make any sense. But what I don't want a single mother of 4 or 5 and 2 baby daddies to think that she has a chance with me. So I have to have boundaries and stand. But a low IQ, low vibrational, leftover female will just think that I'm applying that to all women. Have a problem with me because in her mind, she no longer qualifies for a man. And every woman, no matter her circumstances or how she looks, wants to feel like she qualifies for every man. That's just the way it is, right? These things. That's why I got to the point now, you guys, I'm gonna be real. That's why my content and everything now. I don't watch content no more. I got a few people I watch, but these people are like, I've watched them for a while. They really put out positivity or learn from. I don't look up any new content. I don't watch any date content. I just, man, I've cut off negativity, shady people, shady stuff, and I am focused on my path. And I've noticed, you know what I'm saying? It was a guy that speaks to me certain ways. Like one of the guys I watch, I keep the dude's name, Alex something. Well, he had a recent video. I didn't even watch the video. I said the title and it said, "Get off your freaking phone." All I needed to see. That's all I needed to see. Appreciate your brother, Alex. All the title said was, "Get off your phone." I needed. I'm not on my phone like that no more. I get on here for posting content. Otherwise, I'm off. And that's why women are reaching out to me to directly, because I'm not online anymore for them to hate watch. So they're reaching out to me so they can get their hate words in or whatever. It's weird. The less I'm online, the more women are reaching out. And the ones reaching out to me keep saying weird things that don't make me feel like they really too much care for me. And they think because they're pretty or whatever. Lady, listen, man. And I mean this respectfully. I love women and ladies. If you're not a woman or a lady, you're just a bleeder. You're just a bleeder. Don't take it the wrong way. But you think you're looking good, and I just see something that's bleeding all the time. You know, just a bleeding orifice that's always upset because there's an open wound going on. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you think you look good. You know what I'm saying? You're just a bleeder. You know what I mean? Got something. And a lot of y'all be like, oh, this dude, he's so man, if I'm not graphic, the point don't get across. I'm tired of playing it nice with y'all because you don't listen. So I want to put it in a detail so you understand how funky you look, grown proper men, when you think you look good, but you got a shitty personality. See, once you identify yourself as a Jezebel, a harlot, a Lilith, Eve trying to talk Adam into the apple, there is no cute, fine, and sexy no more. Bleeder. Bleeder. I'm not going to go into detail, but you just think about that. Bleeder is all we see. Bleeder. All what you put on and all the mask and the bleeder. Crusty blood. Bleeder. You mad? You mad, nigga? You should be. You want to run your mouth on the men all day? You want to challenge men? Y'all think y'all got words? We build, conquer, we destroy. You're our rib. Bleeder. Don't care how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Gloves are off. I got to move overseas to get a woman because y'all statuses. And y'all still giving me hell right now? You still out here acting like you can play with me, bleeder? Like you can just, I'm so fine, bleeder. What? I don't know if you're on your menstrual right now or not, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all swear, cause you know what I mean? This country has women and made you God, that every man don't know you're shitting every day, you're farting every day, your feet are funky, your breath funky when you get up, do everything that everybody else does with the added bonus of being a bleeder. And now you're going to step online and act like we supposed to just worship you. No. Get back in your place. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're built that way for a reason. God wanted you to really be the conqueror or whatever, then you wouldn't have that, we'll call it ability, to give life. And if you don't give life, then you go through the cycle, right? And then all what goes with that, cramping and moods and not really built to be out there talking about she's this and that and I'm calm down. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to hear stuff like this. Stuff like this gets my video flagged. While y'all can say whatever you want about black men, Amanda Lewis, or whatever that Lewis woman said, she just said it, black men are blah, blah, and blah, blah. They can just say whatever they want to on ESPN or whatever they want to say that to Stephen A. Smith, whatever, right? Get flagged for calling you bleeders. You know what I'm saying? My video yesterday got for saying coochie mints. You know what I'm saying? The fresh maker. So what can I do? You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing on here without getting flagged. Say whatever. I'm just telling you this because I don't really care when it comes to YouTube. I'm gonna use other platforms to blow up, at least until Trump gets in office. And once Trump gets in office, I'm pretty sure my channels would do just fine. But listen, as far as I'm concerned, I can pick up on a Jezebel spirit. I know women make me feel good. You think that good women don't hit me up? I have good women come through on TikTok when I'm working out and I'm feeling tired and I'm about to get off the live stream. Been going for about 20 minutes. A good woman will show up and I'll another 20 like it's nothing, right? Like I know good woman energy. I know how it makes me feel, relaxed, peaceful, calm. Y'all don't have that. So when you're around me and you're making my energy fun, I feel like you're saying, because I might be a little paranoid, you know what I'm saying? I call it cautious. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little paranoid, but I'm all about my peace. And I know when someone's knocking my peace off, that's what y'all be doing. And you think that you're just like looking so good. And man, listen, man, I really don't care. I really don't care. Men will put an idea of women, and this is why you have OF women that are becoming billionaires. They will pedestalize y'all as if you're some kind of god. What I do is knock your goofy asses off that pedestal. This shit and everything else like everybody else does. I don't give a damn about how you make yourself look online. I have been with a ton of pretty women in my life. And I'm going to tell you something. The prettier y'all are, the more trifling. The prettier y'all are, the more you think you can get away with more stuff and you're trifling. Trust me, guys, I'm telling you, man. The prettier they are, the less work and effort they put in to taking care of themselves, developing a quality, all that stuff. They just cut corners. Some of y'all be women that be at their house dropping loads and then they'll go hook up with you without even washing their ass, dude. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, they try it like I'm pretty, I can get away with it, and all kind of weird ass stuff. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And I can read y'all. So do this. If we're messaging and stuff and then just ghost you, it's because I picked up on your Jezebel spirit and there's no reason to give you the respect enough to give you closure. You've already wasted all kind of time I can't get back. So the least can get back is the gratification of knowing you don't know why I left. Is it petty? Absolutely. Do you deserve it? Deserve it? Absolutely you do. Absolutely you do. Well, Frank, I don't know if that's really a topic for conversation tonight. Are you talking about the ones that have been in place? Or are you talking about, you know what I'm saying? But that's a topic for a different conversation, okay? You guys smash that like button. Come on. There's 4 people in here, and I know it's some new people in here and only have 5 likes. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you guys, for the algorithm. Bring my soul out here. The video is going to get flagged because you can't talk bad about women online. Do you guys not know that? I'll tell you what. I'm going to run an experiment for you starting next year. Maybe towards the end of this year. I'm going to talk nothing but good about one of my channels and watch that channel take off. Okay? Or just not talk about women at all and be goofy and watch it take off. But anytime you're speaking about the truth, man, you hear it, and neither does social media. So what can my problem is I don't like being fake. I can't do it. I have to speak my mind, especially when things going on affects my lifestyle. I like to date women. So these women out here just doing too much. Do you have a problem with those, Frank? Do you feel like it's going to drive up the prices of that you're purchasing yourself? Are you speaking on behalf of other people in here right now? You guys smash that like button. Because I can tell that you're obviously not listening to the conversation I'm having about women. You're talking about too. So, I mean, you're derailing the conversation. So should I believe that you're doing it with malicious intent? Or, you know, you're just curious, opinion on this, and you need the answer right now? Seeing as how I don't know you, which would I move with? and knowing the nature of trolling, which is to do random stuff like this. Which one should I go with? Okay. Well, I want to go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt, so we'll go ahead and go with that. And if you don't say anything else crazy that derails the conversation, then I'll take your word, right? I buy the benefit of the doubt. Really, I don't. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to online stuff, I just assume people are trolling, and until they prove me otherwise, you know what I mean? That way I don't go off topic or whatever too much. I just wanted to get on here, you guys, and just talk to y'all about this specific subject of people like this, but more specifically women that move like this, that feel like they need to get their opinion to you. Dudes will do it too sometimes, right? Dudes that are kind of weak, but a dude can kind of tell you have a strong energy and they'll kind of back off, right? But women will just keep trying you because they want to break that streak. They don't care. They know that you're a civilized man and you're not going to do anything uncivilized no matter how crazy they're talking. So they take advantage of that and start speaking to you like they're your woman or something. Their opinion matters to you, and why they can't keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make any sense for somebody to tell me that they think that I'm obsessed with my body. You're telling me a lot of insecurities about yourself. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would you tell me, of all people, that you think that I'm obsessed with my body? Like, how? Okay, let's put it like this. How did you come to the conclusion that I'm obsessed with my body? How? How much of my content did you watch of live streaming on TikTok, because that's the only place I show my body, for you to say, yes, with his body? You're a woman that showed yourself. You showed yourself. You showed that I don't show my body but on TikTok when I'm weightless. So for you to say I'm obsessed with my body, you have watching my TikTok. So am I obsessed with my body, or are you obsessed with watching my body? Like, which one is it? And you're uncomfortable. I just reverse engineer stuff. I can't help it. Someone says something crazy to me that's like out of pocket. It's like, we're not even talking about my workouts like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like being obsessed with the way my body looks. I'm trying to be as fit as possible. I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, run with the best of them, take care of myself, you know, in case anything goes down, and keep up with my son. What normally that is being extremely fit. You know, it's just a side effect to it. Now, to sit there and then say, well, I believe maybe you should be a little bit more obsessed with your body. I think I'm passionate about my body. I'm the vessel of God, right? So I'm passionate about God, passionate about making sure I take care of the vessel of God, my vessel. Yeah, well, that last little comment you made, you know what I'm saying? Like that miss word that you used, right? I'm not trying to get flagged. This is why I asked you, were you trolling? Because that doesn't make any sense. I didn't even, are you misogynistic or whatever? I didn't ask you that. Like, nowhere out of my mouth did that come up. And you're asking me. You're trying to frame it funny. Not, are you? I didn't ask you, are you? I didn't ask nothing about you. I did ask you earlier, are you trolling? And Frank, you told me that you're not. You said as a man that you're not trolling. Now you're asking me, am I misogynistic? Why would you ask me that? If you believe me to be that, why are you watching it if you're not? Why are you watching someone that you possibly believe is that if you're not? I feel like it's your job to give me your opinion of it. If you're not. You people do weird stuff, dude. Again, I expect it when I get on here. I just like to make you look stupid. Because you are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want you to get it twisted. Because God knows what you're doing on the other end of the phone. God knows. You could be doing anything. I don't, you know, I'm from Mars, man. What in the hell are you talking about? So you know what I'm saying? You guys, again, watch out for these Jezebel spirits. They are running wild and rampant out here, trying to find where they can to try to check you, tell you about yourself, all this weirdo stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the best thing to do to them is keep them at a distance. Don't allow them to get close to you, no matter what. They will always tell them themselves. They will always tell them themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to figure it out. It's not hard to figure out what they're saying or what they're doing. You know, because it's always a weird intent. Whenever they say something, you're gonna always be like, huh? What does she mean by that? Like when you're doing that, that's letting you know that she done said something crazy. That's letting you know. When you're sitting there kind of like, what is that? That's your instincts telling you, dude, like this chick is saying some wild shit. Like she's trying to disguise her hate for you through wordsmithing the English language, but she definitely is saying some shady things to you. Your spidey sense will always go off. Female is trying to throw some shade, man. It will always go off. Ways. And it's wild to you that a female thinks it's her job to let you know about herself, to let you know about yourself from her perspective. Because she don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Same wild ass female again, going through divorces and stuff like that as a woman, because I didn't file for divorce. I ain't the one that cheated on my wife. She cheated and she filed. You know, any woman telling me that she filed for divorce, I'm sorry, but you're not the one in the right light to me. I don't care what you say. Boyfriend and girlfriend, different story. Filing for divorce, I'm divorced. I know and do. You think my ex-wife is talking good about me and she's the one that cheated and no. You know, she's the one that had a kid in wedlock with another man before getting divorced. Do you think that she's going to talk about that in the light? She's a dirtbag? No. Some kind of way it's still my fault. She couldn't get divorced before she's out there throwing her legs in the air and getting pregnant. That would be still my fault. Can't do nothing with them, man. So I ain't, you know, look, and this is me being nice. If you women don't get hurt, don't be trying to, you know, tell me about myself on a slick like. I'm telling you, man, you know, I might let you go or whatever, but if you pop back up, I might end up telling you a little bit I know, which I don't need to know much. You're a single, you're a divorcee, or you got, you know, dumped by your ex or whatever, and you're out here in these streets. It's not a good place to be. And then you have a bunch of attitude, so you're not going to be able to get a real good man. You'll get a pookie or something maybe to smash you out, but not a real man. Look, it is what it is. It is what, I just wish y'all would stop playing with me like y'all keep doing. You know, stop trying to look for a reason to find a way to me to tell me about myself. Loser, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anyway, you guys, smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Drop a comment. Do you agree or disagree? Chopping it up with you guys in the middle of the night out here. Talking about the spirit and just, you know, wicked people in general who don't know how to mind their own business, that feel like it's their job to tell you about yourself, to, you know, give you their opposing opinions of things, their opposing lifestyle. You do this and they did that. Why are you talking to one that did or doing the complete opposite in life that you are, unless that's what you're looking for? If you didn't call for it or send for it, why is it here? I'm not letting that shit in my life. And I pick up on that stuff real quick. You can't drop shade to me, or listen, I tell you like this. If you're watching me and hate watching me and you try to like come around me, you will get, I don't care who you are, family, friend, whatever. You are hate watching me, you will give yourself away with a few words or two. It won't take much. Shit. You tell me that you're watching me and I don't see no shares from you or no comments from you. I already know how you moving. You're studying me. What you're studying me for, I don't know. Depends on how you speak to me when we're talking to each other. If you're full, I know what you're doing. If you're not, then you might just be getting wisdom, but you still don't want me to know, or you don't want to give back to the person that's given to you. Yeah, I told you was trolling, person. You know, You can retract all the messages, like all 7 or 8 messages you had in there. It still don't, you know what I'm saying, negate the fact that you were trolling. And I called you for it, read you like a book. Before you even started trolling, read you like a book. You do, you know what I mean? You come up in here doing the same goofy stuff, trying to come in here like you're friendly, and then you start saying the wild stuff, looking for a reaction. Why I wear shades? Did you get the facial reaction you were looking for? I does this, man. I am a live stream veteran. I've been doing this for a couple years. You can't catch me off guard with some trolling. And don't retract your, listen, stop retracting messages. Continue to troll for the algorithm. Makes me know, never mind. It helps spread me through the algorithm. I get paid more. I get more subscribers. It's a win. You know what I'm saying? I got content creators that watch me that have seen me say this kind of stuff. It's a random. Don't stop watching. Keep trolling. Right? You thought in the beginning it was going to do something to me. Well, maybe, just maybe, eventually, if you keep doing it, it just might. So don't stop. You know what I mean? Goofy ass people. Anyway, look. What channel am I on? I don't even know. It don't matter. You know what I mean? I'm going to go live on a different channel and talk about, you know, these females. Yeah, I woke up and I chose to just, you know, getting these females' ass. Because, look, it needs to be said. It needs to be said. You know what I mean? Yeah. The grocery store the other day, and the dude was like, man, I was checking out your channel, but all you do is talk about women. Well, nigga, what do you want me to talk about, dude? If we ain't talking about making money, which is self-improvement and all that, then I don't know what else you want me to talk about. Those are the 2 things that dudes talk about. The 2 things that dudes go after. What do you want me to talk about, man? I ain't gonna talk about nothing else. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what original men talk about. This is what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Work on shit with God and our purpose and whatnot, and then get women. You know what I'm saying? And talk about what? You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you guys smash the like, go ahead and subscribe, join the tribe. More videos coming soon. Watch out for the Jezebels. There is no such thing as a friend that needs to tell you about yourself. No such thing. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Where's the boundaries here? There's no, that person don't like you. And when you leave that kind of avenue open for them to put doubts, all they're there for, you're setting yourself up. So all I'm saying is, give it thought, y'all. Give it some thought. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I got to go work out. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.